Lonis Archivist. We just have 2 sagas. I'm more interested in just trying to make a giant creature. And less so about the drawing. I want to see if it's like a reasonable clock. We do have a couple sagas to trigger off of it. Because the combos with like Lonis and Samwise, if you put one of those into play first and then you play Elvish Archivist, it becomes a 2-3 immediately. And it just sits there and grows from there. Grow, my child, grow. And also you could use Oven to grow it too. But this might just be better in Asmo Shell. Oh, I have an ugly forest in here. For shame. For shame. Okay. My opponent played a Celestial Colonnade. Guess we're in it for the long game now. Yo, Frank, thanks for gifting a sub. Ah, appreciate it. Plopsicle, welcome. I'm just playing Samwise here. I'm gonna play Saga next turn. I want to go Samwise into Archivist and then grow it immediately. I also want to go Archivist into Saga. And Frank, thanks for another gifty to Philco. Welcome, Philco. More colonnades. Day and Night. I don't think that's the actual name, but that's what I'm going to call it. Day and Night. Welcome as well. Got Kid Cudi on the brain. Can't do a custom one on mobile. That's actually kind of a tragedy. I didn't know that. Alright. I should not always yield to Saga, by the way. Just turn off auto yields. Always yielding to Saga, bad idea. Then it'll pop on chapter 3 before you get to actually activate it. So for those of you newer to Moto and are looking to play a Saga deck, don't always yield to Urza Saga. You're going to regret it. I had to learn the hard way. They're probably going to Supreme Verdict me, if I had to guess. I'll remember to turn it off, Cope. Restoration Angel. Wandering Emperor. Not Restoration Angel. Except it goes nuts instead of drawing into garbage a little bit. Mario Archivist. Gone but not forgotten. There's a lack of Beanstalk in this list, though, which makes me sad. Big Beanstalk fan. I'm going to keep the Chord up now. I never played Cuphead either, but the OST is very good. Well, they have mana up, but yeah, I do have combo. Gotta wait for them to tap out. I guess I didn't have to attack with this last turn. I could have also just comboed them last turn when they tapped out for Wandering Emperor. I just never got around to playing it. I saw playthroughs of the game, though. It looked cool. Target player draws 2 cards. Let's take Grist. Take the 4th Academy Manufactor. What do we have that's not great here? Honestly, our deck's pretty solid. Maybe I just cut a Chord of Calling because they're probably going to have Supreme Verdict. I don't think we're changing too much. It's possible I want this Pithing Needle also, but I don't know what kind of build of control they're on. They just have multiple colonnades. No, I never saw them play Cuphead. I just watched like the speed run for Cuphead during, I think it was SGDQ 2020. Or was it 2021? I don't remember. It's missing the hours of raging. Yeah, they're actually beating the bosses, which are apparently incredibly difficult. Turn 1 Dryad Arbor, your go. Incoming Spikefield Hazard, I hope not. Yeah, it's a bullet hell. Platformer. It's a pretty sweet game, though. No! Time walked. Feels bad, man. Goose horse? Goose. Hey, Ferrix. This is Game Objects with Elvish Archivist. I wanted to give Elvish Archivist a try because every time an artifact enters play, it pumps it by 2 for the first time. And you can do it on your opponent's turn, too. Yo, Wig! Thanks for the huge raid. I hope you had a fantastically wonderful stream. And I appreciate you. Draw a card. I love the instant draw a card. Turn off auto yields. Then play cat. That was a list from the Pro Tour. That was Greg Orange's, no, not Greg Orange's, Patrick Wu's list from the Pro Tour. I saw that a while ago after we were watching the Pro Tour, and I thought about playing it then, and I ended up not doing it. I'm ready to be verdicted. They don't verdict me, then I get to bump this up to a 4/5. They're probably gonna verdict me at instant speed anyways. Please consider again. Alright, I'll think about it. See if I can shove a new card in it too. Samwise. I'm gonna go ahead and assume they're gonna verdict me. And with that in mind, I'm just gonna attack Elvish Archivist at the Teferi. I'll be sad if they have Wandering Emperor. Solitude. I think this is a Solitude. Oh, whoops. I meant to make another food and then... That's fine. I meant to gain 2 more life here. What I can do is play Academy Manufactor and then sacrifice this to the Witch's Oven and make 3 things. Leave the Saga up. And still activate the Saga. This play is like relatively hard in the Verdict though. I'll banger chat. So now with the treasure token and the food token plus the bird, I can activate Urza Saga. I've also played Samwise. And then if I play Samwise, that's it. I can't do anything else. Never mind. I think I'm getting verdicted. I will take the 3 though. Might not activate Urza Saga. Because if they're just waiting on instant speed verdict, if I don't give them the end step Saga, I get to untap with a Witch's Oven. Eferino. Tucking. Drawing a card. Wow. Not what I expected. Dryad Arbor, are you a forest? You are a forest. The plot thickens. My oven. My cards. I think I'm going to start on Lonis here. And then go Samwise. I want to say Samwise is the more valuable of the two. Make 3 things. Get back cat. I activate Goose, that's also +1 damage. I'm gonna attack and then see what they do. I think they might be dead. Unless they do something here. They have an ice. So I can loop Sam's now, right? Sam. Almost loop Sam. What does this generate for me? Two foods, 2 mana. So it actually puts me down a food, but up a clue. I can make a food here. I think I'm just drawing. That wasn't great. Alright, hopefully no sweeper. Maybe there's something else I could have done that turn that I didn't see. I don't think the Samwise loop actually did anything for me. I think all it did, because it was mana neutral. Not a lot of cool cards. Too bad I'm not reading them. Yeah, the Samwise, like looping Samwise didn't do anything here. Academy Manufactor. It was just time to go. I understand. Rest in peace. Then I can sacrifice X who target opponent reveals the top X cards of your library and will put a non-line permanent with mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield under your control. Let's have a look. What you got, opponent? Again, not sure this is the optimal thing to be doing. But I want to steal something from them. A Teferi? Well, don't mind if I do. Bye, Teferi. I forgot. Academy Manufactor's gone. We're far ways off of comboing, but we're kind of just beating them down, and that's fine. I should have attacked with the construct first and then activated Lonis also. But I'm not sad about getting it to fairy. Did not sequence this optimally, but that's okay. Wow, how many Teferis are they playing? I spun one. Jeez. Lots of Tefs. Are they playing 5 copies of Tef? They are tucking our Tef with their Tef. Yeah, they're probably on Beanstalk now that you mention it. I'm gonna kill this Teferi. I don't think I care about losing either of these. These I kind of want, though. It's gonna gain him some life, and that's okay. My cat. Oh, I mean, I don't get to put it into play, right? Not until next turn. Something to consider. But I don't even know if I care if they have Lonis. Yeah, I don't have enough clues. I'm like 4 clues short, but I can just like put it on the bottom of their deck, which might be worth it. I think at this point, my plan is just to like activate Urza Saga. Just make a bunch of giant constructs. Yeah, they have 2 Tefs. In the next 2 draws, I think. One of them might be like 2 cards down. Is Druid Tef. So I can eat this rest in peace. I eat the rest in peace. I already have the Gingerbread Cabin in play. That's not helpful. Could have just gotten something else instead of Mite, right? Start here. What's like the next best thing I can do? Maybe it's loop Samwise. Nah, looping Samwise doesn't do anything. Maybe just play a Samwise because it pumps this by 2. Not sure I'm done using my mana for the turn. I'm seeing if there's a way I can kill him this turn. I don't think that there is, though. Unless I hit something off of Lonis. And they don't have to block, though. Have kill him. 1, 2, 3. Good try. Had another castable creature, they're dead. Maybe I just needed to tap this at some point earlier. Any castable creature would have killed them there. A shame. If I had played Yavimaya, well, I thought I had another Temple Garden in the deck, which is why I played the fetch land, but if I played Yavimaya, then I would be able to kill him. Only forgetting about my Teferi. I was just gonna scry. Yeah, if I thought I had another Temple Garden, so I didn't have to use the Goose. But playing the Yavimaya was the right call here. Yeah, I mean, if they Teferi minus on our Teferi, then so be it. They can draw it in 3 turns. Then just die to my board. I scried 1 to the top, so that's probably a verdict. A verdict, may I get to go Samwise, pick up Samwise. Yeah, we didn't play this optimally. But I don't know if it's going to matter a whole ton. I haven't seen Heliod get anything new. If you'd like to post a list, I'll take a look. I have to hit a construct. Yep. Both constructs down. Wrist. Fancy that. Alright. Elvish Archivist didn't look terrible there. Such a beefy creature. It also drew me a couple cards off of Urza Saga too. It was better than Beanstalk looked in Affinity, that's for sure. Unfortunately. Feels bad, man. It's kind of like Beanstalk slander, but Beanstalk disappointed me, so it deserves to be slandered. He gave up too quickly on the bean. I think it's good in 4 color, probably not Affinity though. It's only slander if it isn't true. That's true. The bean disappointed me quite a bit. I just didn't get anything new. There's no new cards in here. But yeah, I played this deck before. Dismember. What color would I prefer? Blue or white? I can also get black. I think I'm just gonna get white though. I'm gonna play the Archivist and pass. Start growing it. You can't really play it on Magic Online. On my, because the problem with playing that deck on Magic Online is that infinite life's not actually infinite life. You have to stop clicking around like 200-300, and your opponent can still kill you from like 200 or 300 life. So I would not advise playing it on Magic Online, but I think the deck is pretty good in paper. Or at least more playable in paper. Should have taken blue. Should have been clairvoyant. I guess I just Oko. I really want to run into an Ugin here. Or an O-Stone. So I'm just going to attack and pass here. Could have also pumped it to a 4-5 pre-combat if I decided to play something. At non-land permanent. I have collected my company. I wasn't a great Coco. It was an okay one, though. Also, I should have taken Halfling. Alright, just don't have a super scary follow-up, please, like an Ulamog. I would hate an Ulamog. Please don't have an Ulamog. Chat, I think they have an Ulamog. Ah. Okay. I'm being paranoid they don't have an Ulamog. You're right. They would never Ulamog me. I don't think I can win from here. I think that O-Stun did me in. Well, speaking of O-Stone doing me in, welcome back, O-Stone. This is Magic Online. Explain MTGO. It's kind of tragic. Just give me an out. So I can block with Dryad Arbor, go to one card left in my deck, and if that one card is Samwise Gamgee, it's Jover. It's Jover. I understand. Now, what do we have against Tron Forces? Lavinia seems really hard to cast, but I'll take her. Jack coming in with the Monty Hall roulette. All right, your Monty Hall is going to be. What do I have in here? I have a third Shockland. Somehow I can't find a third Shockland. I picked up two, not a third. All right. Well, I guess Misty Rainforest it is. All right, your options are going to be Hollowed Fountain, Stomping Ground, Misty Rainforest. Well, I decided what 5 cards to cut. Hollowed Fountain, Stomping Ground, Misty Rainforest. I'm going to select one. I've selected one. These are the 2 I did not select, and this is the one I did select. Go ahead and make your guess now. Archivist actually seems good here. You guessed Stomping Ground. I'm going to show you Misty Rainforest. I did not select Misty Rainforest. So would you like to keep or would you like to swap, Jack? You'd like to swap? Well, you guessed correctly, because I picked the Hollowed Fountain, and you swapped to the Stomping Ground, so congratulations on your gifted sub, Jack. I got you in just a second once I figure out what to cut here. Alright. Let me gift you a sub. Banger of a song. Was Jack RP, is that right? Absolute head nodder of a song. Here we mulligan this hand. This hand's not great either. Lavinia looking extra castable here. I'm gonna try it. This hand looks really bad though. Gemstone Gavards, no. Bum 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 bum. This is such a good song. Ooh, am I forcing this map? No, I'm not gonna be on the Super League for like 2 more weeks. I think I'm forcing this map. I've been the only castable spell in my hand. But I've been the Lonis. I guess it's not even technically castable right now, but it's castable if I draw any land. I think I want to go find white with that, maybe. Okay, I've drawn anyways. Drawn anyways, huh? Well, we have guessed correctly. That Storm deck's sweet. I like that everything's a wizard for flame. And they all reduce flame's cost too. You just get to, like, if you have 4 mana, you just play a thing, flame immediately. They can't really kill it in response. Alright, have mercy. I know they have an O-Stone. O-Stone's just so good against me. You lost the Storm at SCG. What were you playing? What was the name of the last song? That was Outro from The Last Ninja 3. Ninja Gaiden, I agree. Great games. Speaking of great games, I'm pretty happy to pack it up at this point. I tried to stop their Tron and I could not. So we'll move on. Tron seems like a rough matchup since I've been cutting on the combo pieces for a more fair game plan. Feels like it makes Tron a worse matchup because he's going over the top of us and wiping our board. There's one line and one line only, right? I played the Dice Factory Tron already. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was difficult because I definitely like messed up a bunch of times, but that was still fun. We don't badmouth Rhinos. Sorry, Belfie. But you know deep down it's the truth. I read the new scam spell. That's just another scam spell. But it's the best scam spell because it deals 1 damage to your opponent when they kill your creature. So it's just objectively the best scam spell they've ever printed. Dead gone. Speaking of rhinos, I'm gonna badmouth rhinos and die to them. Horribly. Time to bring back the Mordor land. Mount Doom never left. Good. I'm just gonna put 10 power into play on turn 3. Because I don't think I'm beating that. Violent Outburst. Oh, Violent Outburst. That can't be right. They might have Force here, but I think I need to get the Force out of their hand at some point. Like, I don't think sitting here and waiting favors me. Mystical Dispute. Think about red-green in this meta. Red-green what? Red-green Scapeshift, red-green Ponza. Scapeshift, I think it's decent. As long as you're playing the ring in it. It doesn't do very well against Scam, though. Just because if Scam has Blood Moons, it's very hard for it to deal with Blood Moon. But I think it does well against a lot of the more dirtly decks. Also, it has a really hard time beating Murktide. I don't know if the ring has changed that dynamic at all. But speaking from previous experiences playing Rhinos, or playing, Scapeshift, it's had a really hard time dealing with Murktide. And if Murktide and Scam are the two most popular decks right now, maybe it's not well positioned after all. I still can't attack because they might have Violent Outburst. It's so messed up. I can probably deduce that they don't because they haven't cast anything for the several turns in a row. But if they did, they did. It would have been an absolute disaster if I attacked. This is why Rhinos is the worst. Yeah, best of luck beating all the Scam players. But yeah, Wish does help. Having a nice Wish board. Do you play Ring in the sideboard? I imagine, you probably don't play Ring in the sideboard because if you're wishing and being able to cast the ring, you can just cast Scapeshift at that point. Murktide. You know everything about Modern? I have a question. I may or may not have an answer. I feel like I need to scry here. Cat. I'm missing the Samwise. I don't... What can I draw into that's going to save me? Not that. Company? It's also not going to help me. Edge. Has Creativity ever tried the Karn package? Some people were messing around with it, but I don't think it ever stuck. Like, I've never seen a list with a Karn package in it. I've only heard rumors, horror stories, if you will. Alright, Lavinia. Even though Lavinia is really hard to cast, take the Drannith Magistrate. I have, like, absolutely nothing for the Rhinos matchup. Just gonna cut a couple of Chord of Callings because they furied me. And made me upsetty. Certainly, they won't fury me this game. 4-color Karn either thrives or just gets absolutely demolished in the particular metagame, and there's no in between. Like, if there's a lot of burn decks going around, it just sucks. It's only okay against Murktide, whereas the traditional build's way better against Murktide. But I do think it's very good against Tron and Scam. I guess I'm putting back one of the Archivists. Just keeping this, like, mediocre hand. I don't know. The one build of 4-color with Beanstalk that I played, I didn't care for too much. It's probably good. I'm just not sure what the correct build of the deck looks like. Maybe I was supposed to keep 2 Arcanists. Or 2 Archivists. I say Arcanist. 2 Dreadhorde Arcanists. 28 lands and 1 Explorer, 27 lands and 2 Explorer. I think I was playing 27 when I played my list. But I think if you're going to play the extra land, you play an extra Dwarven Mine. Dwarven Mine always overperforms whenever I played that. Hey, what's up, Pizza God? Pizza God, are you heading back to Apex in October? If so, I will see you there. theory, I don't think this is going to work out very well for you. You played 2 Mind? Yeah, 2 Mind's a good number. Four damage on the Halfling. Affinity went very poorly. We went 1 and 4 with Affinity. But I will Hydrate. Okay, I have a Giga Chad 4-5. Maybe they're just not able to beat the Giga Chad 4-5. Giga Chad 6-7. That's actually what I meant to say. I don't think I'm playing this cabin yet. Maybe I am playing the cabin. Activate the goose. I'm gonna hold on to the cabin. Best good cards for Modern in the new set. I think Cauldron's got a lot of potential. It seems like Elvish Archivist might be the real deal. It's getting very large very quickly. Just make it a food token here. Punch. Yeah, Beanstalk's worth talking about as well. And then Not Dead After All is really good. Can't believe we won on the mulligan to 5. Yo, Archivist is sweet. Now this is game objects. Lonis combo. It's not action Asmo deck. Well, Spike's gonna try everything under the sun. And so am I. Doesn't make it a real deck or like a contender for being the next competitive thing in Modern. It's just something to do as a content creator. Alright. Oven Cat with Balrog. Balrog. I had such a bad time playing that deck, even though we still ended up 3-2. Just because the rest of the deck carried me. Play Haywire Mite, I don't play Oven. I'm just playing the Oven. I actually should have done this in the reverse order, because I could have sacrificed my goose to the Oven and made an additional food. So that was a minor mistake there. I was thinking about playing the Haywire Mite instead. Okay, don't put 10 power into play, please. They put 10 power into play. Yeah, that might be an issue. I feel like I'm just making a token. I have 10 more power to deal with after. I don't know if we can win this game. Looking a little grim. Turns out removal spells are pretty good against us. I love Cascade. Cascade's so fun. I like the part where they put 10 power into play on turn 3. I think I prefer to get grief sometimes. I guess I can do this now. Shouldn't be an issue. I want to play Haywire Mite. I don't think I do. I'll just pass and be content with this and hope that they don't have any sort of bounce spell. Or an ice. Ice would be pretty bad for me as well. Haywire can't kill creatures. It can kill X ones in combat. True. You put it that way. I actually turned the corner here. No, it's just 10 more power. Can I beat 10 more power? Let's find out. Oh. I guess I can. Play this Haywire Mite. I get 3 more. I can loop this Haywire over and over, right? Maybe not. Let's draw more cards. More cards. Collected Company. I'd like to cast the Collected Company. This thing is a 20/20, by the way. Okay. So how do I want to stack these? It's oh shit, chat, I forgot. How does this work? It's this, then this, then this, then this, then this. Did I do it right? I was Took first, then Academy Manufactor. Man, did it wrong. Took. Yep, there we go. It's Took first. Took first. Own it. You're making me too powerful. I'm gonna crash Moto. Uh-oh. 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 Dingo's crashing Moto. My god, the replacement effects. I think it broke. Okay. So what are we looking for at this point? Yeah, maybe I need more permanence. Hold on, I think you're onto something. That's a pretty good land. Don't mind if I do. Oh my god. $100 power construct. Now he's only 99. He's about to be so much larger, though. I don't think we're actually going to kill them. I think I'm just attacking for 100, 200, 153. And I think I'm just going to gain infinite life by cracking food tokens. Attack you for 153. Hold, please. We're getting an operator on the line right now. I don't have a Shadow Spear. Your move, opponent. Why is this guy giggling? This agent's blocking a 150, 150. Yeah, that agent got stepped on like a bug. That shardless agent was like, oh my god. Dead. Remember when I complained that they had 10 power in play? And I put in 153 power? I didn't think I could have fun playing Yawgmoth, but I was having a lot of fun playing with Cauldron. Don't tell DT. He'll be so angry. I wish I could count this high in paper. Don't worry, I can't either. What am I putting back from this hand? Is it Gingerbread Cabin, unironically? I feel like that would be very greedy. I just collect the company. Archivist has been pretty good. Way better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I killed my Rhino's opponent with an 8-9 Archivist. No scam. No scam. Aww. That Cauldron's dope. Well, somebody said, at least you're not getting scammed, and you're playing against Rhinos. And now guess what? I went from playing Rhinos to getting scammed. Thanks, Chatter. That was me, Smile. I put this horrible plague-ridden curse on you, Dingo. You're welcome. Happy to help. Goose go. I manifested turn 1 grief undying effect. You're welcome. Good. You had an undying effect for that too? You sure don't. Just follow up dash Ragavan. You know what? You got it. You win this round. This format fucking rules. This format's sick. I guess we're just cutting some mana dorks, huh? Chord of Calling is probably not viable here. I'm just never gonna have a board state. They're gonna murder my board state at every given opportunity, so I think I need to not play Haywire Mite either. Maybe go down. I think Archivist is actually gonna be good in this matchup. If I can, you know, not get absolutely eviscerated turn 1. They decide they also want to Blood Moon me. I took out the Haywire Mite. So be it. Alright, opponent. I'm ready for you this time. Try and scam me. Brief me, see what happens. I said, you got it, boss. Here's my grief. It's no Veil of Summer, but it's still pretty good here. It's Edge. I needed that. More like Dedge, kinda. Like make Saga token plus play Halfling. Or I could play Cat, I guess. Tag me in a Twitter post, I'll have to look at it later. Okay. Take the damage. Yantu. What do you do exactly? You're also a new card. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. Whenever you sacrifice a food, create a 1/1. Bad. I'm about to make a 1/1. I gotta call that bad. Now I'm gonna lose it to a second Undying effect. What's the point? Why are we here? Just to suffer? And take a point of damage? Oh no. Actually, maybe I need to bring the Cauldron Familiar back now. Or this... Oh, wait. Oh, I have a clue token. I thought I had a food token. Well, that's a problem. No, I have to sack... I have to do something else, because I was thinking I had a clue token. Now I have to sack Lonis to Witch's Oven and then bring back the cat. I thought this was a food token, so I messed up. But I'm not dead on board. Yeah, silly opponent running into our onboard tricks. Oh, I'm so stupid. I forgot I was going to kill the thing. Whoops. That was a mistake. I need to untap and do that. I had no reason to do that. Oh, bailed out. Bailed out anyways, despite me being kind of an idiot there. Yeah, I messed up. Forgot I was going to shrink the thing. Yeah, I was just helping out my opponent. No big deal. Is there... I don't think there's a reason to bring this cat back, right? You have 2 clue tokens now. Right on time, Surge of Salvation. How lovely for you to join. And the oven was tapped. I couldn't sack it. I already used the oven on my turn. Wow. And Bowmaster, and they didn't use it in response to me drawing 2 cards. Kind of crazy to me. Hey, Mug. Alright, well, I played this game poorly, but I think they may have played it even worse. Or not doing a great job of playing this game either. Carry me, Archivist. You're my only hope. It's a problem. Gingerbread Cabin. Grow. Go. Fable. Sure. I can Boseiju that, so they don't loot. It's kind of a crazy attack, no? That's definitely a wild attack to me. They just like lose the grief here. Now they're super far behind. And they concede. I'm drawing Goose, which is going to pump this even more. Archivist is looking pretty nice. Despite how poorly I played that game. Alright, I don't think I want any changes here. Stone saved my life. That's good. Barring, of course, Grief Scam. If they don't have Grief Scam... Miss Beanstalk Affinity. It went pretty poorly. This is GameObjects.deck. Takes Fatal Push. That's been cool. Okay. Okay. Seems like a whole hell of a lot of extra hoops to jump through for Ragavan. But I mean, if this thing hits like a Grist off the top of my deck, it might as well be GG. The perfect Ragavan wall. We're sacrificing you for the greater good of the people, Delighted Halfling. I hope you understand. It's not you that's the problem, it's me. Thank you, Basic Lands. I appreciate it. Now we simply ride Saga to victory. I hope. So there's a valuable lesson to be learned here, chat. Just because you have Grief and a black card in hand does not mean you should use Grief plus a black card. Valuable lesson to be learned. Alright, well, I don't feel like I beat my opponent. I feel like my opponent lost themselves. Mulligan? Well, I mean, let's try it. Come on, Archivist, let's go, Archivist. One in 71,000 return time. Let's go. I hope they concede with an Archivist on the stack. Creativity? Creativity's been so popular recently. Nah, I didn't get to catch any DT stream, unfortunately. Oh, it's not. It's zoo? Rhinos? Rhinos. My favorite. My absolute favorite. I think Lonis is probably going to the bottom. Okay, I see to hit my 4th land drop so I can go. Yeah, Cauldron's been popping up in some lists. I really like Cauldron. I want to play more with it. I think that's going to be our next league, is I'm going to fire up at a Yawgmoth league. I'm going to change the deck a little bit and then fire it back up. I really like playing with Cauldron, even though I don't like Yawgmoth that much. Playing with Cauldron gave the deck a whole new dynamic. I'm not sure that's actually like that good, but it was really fun. Everybody loves Graveyard Hate. It's like Scavenging Ooze if it were power crept and printed in 2023. Stupid, sexy Gingerbread Cabin coming into play tapped. I'm not very smart when it comes to Yawgmoth, so I probably have a very suboptimal list. That's okay. It might suck, but it's also my list. I'm not very smart. Streamer. True. Bench. I'd be lying if I said I even know what Avatar of WOE's activated ability is. I want to cast this, but I have to spend a food to cast this. Tap kill something. That's kind of cool. But it's like pretty uncastable on its own, right? Ooh. I can make rats. Is that good? I don't even think that's good. But I could. You know what, let's make reds. There are 10 or more creature cards total in all graveyards. The spell costs 6 less to cast. Gotcha. I could put this on top and then upkeep Coco. I don't even think I want this. I feel like it's going to be too slow. But it would give me a reason to upkeep Coco, which is pretty funny. I'm just passing. I gotta block and then eat the food. It'll instantly terminate your account if you upkeep Coco. Don't do it, Dingo. Your foil magic. And that was my only foil card I own. That's crazy. The stars are aligning. It's warped, so I know I'm gonna hit it. Okay. This doesn't resolve, I lose. PT banned you too. Okay. Oh, Jeremy banned you too. The life of a collecting company. Sometimes it really sucks. It would have been so funny to upkeep Coco into a foil. Yeah, I'll tell my mom. She'll get right on that. Maybe I don't even want this grist. I guess grist isn't terrible though. Nah, I don't think I want this grist against rhinos. I feel like it's just gonna be too slow. Can't kill a rhino with it though. One whole rhino. That you're being mean. My mom knows you as the guy who sells houses, by the way. I'm gonna keep this. I think playing Fatal Push to push one rhino is like pouring. What is it like? It's like pouring water on an oil flame. It doesn't really help the overall situation. It's a pretty good draw. Now, my dad was Egyptian before he passed away. Well, I guess he's technically still Egyptian, just deceased. No, my mom knows none of you. Except for maybe Ed and Jeremy. And E. Philly. Duffy. I don't need that to stick around, huh? I'm just playing the Academy Manufactor, because if I can Coco next turn, I'm going to Coco. I don't even know what Night of the Sweet Revenge does. I've heard this card come up like 3 times today. I have not Googled it. Night of the Sweet Revenge. Create a food token. Who's you control have tap, add green. 7 sacrifice. Night of Sweet's Revenge. Creature you control get plus X plus X for an X to the number of food. It seems bad in a Coco deck. I think you would not play Collecting Company if you were to play that. Which deck plays 2 baubles turn 1 and then passes without playing a land? It sounds like you're gonna win anyways. Yeah, if I wasn't playing Coco, I'd probably consider it. Yep. You went 3-4. Stomp, stomp. Opponent's got the whole Countryside Crusher. I keep drawing Cocos. Well, hopefully I don't fire ice me. This is my turn. Four mana, no power, 2 toughness. Don't you slander my Elvish Archivists. Why don't you make a food Peregrin Took? Archivist does not look good here, but I'd say in general it's been pretty good. But here it looks obviously really bad because I can't get an artifact into play. I think that's a good way to put it, Kevlar. If you play enough Magic Online, eventually you'll either, one, hate Magic Online and, like, just not want to play Magic at all, or you start getting lost in the sauce. Get up, Zeriak! Stifling your Yatas. I have 4 forces! How do they have 4 forces? What is this? I hate Rhinos. That's actually kind of absurd. Feels bad, man. On Outburst. That's fine. No, we don't have a second cabin. Our one cabin was in play.
Have you peeked?
Bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.